Hey everybody, it's Frankie-Lou. I'm coming to you today from the greenhouse in the sky, where I wanted to talk to you about another one of my favorite companion plant combos. Now, as I've mentioned before in many other videos, companion planting is a really sustainable way of planting because it nourishes the soil, takes care of pest control naturally, and it also affords a greater yield in the same amount of space. I recently did a video about the potato and corn companion plant combo, but today I want to show you another one favorite, and also this is a tried and true. This is one of the most famous companion plant combos. It's focused on crops that were grown here agriculturally in North America, and this particular companion plant combo has proven to be very successful for over a millennia. What we have here is our squash bed. Now you'll see I also am using this squash. I'm planting it vertically. I find that particularly in a greenhouse environment where it can be a little humid, this does help a lot with airflow and reduce the amount of powdery mildew you're going to have to deal with here. It also allows for more space when you do grow vertically. Now in behind this, just coming up, this is the spaghetti squash that's growing here, and it's doing very well, and I know we're going to get a whole lot off of it. Another reason to grow vertically is it's allowing these flowers to be more visible to the pollinators as they come in, and they are doing a great job. Watching them pollinating here, we do allow a lot of airflow, natural airflow in and out of the greenhouse here, and there's tons of bees and even birds in here sometimes. Now, growing alongside and in a companion plant combo with this squash, we have behind here sunflowers and scarlet runner beans. Now, we could also have used corn. Corn is also one of the things that is used often in this particular companion plant combo. Now, the sunflowers are going to rise quite high. They're going to attract the pollinators and also provide more space for this squash to climb on. Next to it, we have the scarlet runner beans. That's a nitrogen fixer. It is going to help to keep the soil nourished. It's also very beautiful. One of the things I do try to take care of when I'm doing my companion planting is, while I am practical, I also want my garden to be beautiful. And I find that with the right combos, you can create stunning beds that look just as nice as an ornamental garden, but it's producing a ton of food for you. So far I've mentioned we have sunflowers. This could also be corn. We have scarlet runner beans, we have the squash, and then we have this plant here. This is nasturtium. Now, those of you who follow me know that I do tend to plant only edibles, and yes, nasturtium is an edible. It's also a beautiful plant. This is going to cascade down here. We've got some flowers that are starting to appear. Nasturtium acts as a wonderful trap crop for aphids and some other pests. It also attracts pollinators, and it attracts the hornworm as well. So lots of good things to say about it. It's also delicious. I love using these leaves. They have a very spicy mustardy taste. I like using them a lot in pestos and dressings, and the flowers are delicious and spicy, and if you allow these to go to seed, they make a wonderful brine, caper style preserve. I also tend to plant radish in almost all of my companion plant combos because it is a wonderful pollinator attracted, and the radish plant in particular, when the flowers bloom, they do deter squash bugs. So yes, you do want to be planting that with your squash, and once you let those flowers go to seed, the pods are wonderful, and you can get thousands of little tasty little radishy pods instead of one root. So that's another reason why you might want to consider using radish as a companion plant, not as a root vegetable, but as a flowering plant that's going to deter pests and be delicious in its own right with its pods. We also have here tons of lettuce growing in the bottom as more of to act sort of as a living mulch. And I know that in this one space here, because we're growing vertically, normally you can see this plant would take up a ton of room, but because we're growing vertically, I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major food producing plants in this small area here. So if nothing else convinces you, if you're tight for space, you really may want to consider companion planting. But also, I just find things grow better this way, and I'm going to get a way higher yield. So please stay tuned. There's lots going on here, and I cannot wait to share more of the details of this amazing 4-season geothermal greenhouse that we built here in Golden. I will be making more videos soon about some of the other companion plant combos that we see here. And as always, I hope you'll take this chance to grow together today. Have a good one.